And the man to beat, Daniel Dubois.
You're going to sleep.
Dan, we've just had the press conference ahead of your fight at the O2 on July 9th against Nathan Gorman, and the subject of amateur sparring came up again. You didn't really bite back at it too much. Is it just because you're sick of the subject?
I don't feel no reason, no need to explain, what something that is just completely irrelevant and really doesn't need to be, he started it, so he needs to keep backing it up. So you probably need to be asking him these questions.
Is it just a bit of a tales out of school sort of thing?
He seems to want to bring it to that level, but it's really irrelevant to me, and whatever else has to go on. I don't really engage too much on the trash talk and whatever else.
We're over 2 years into your professional journey now. You're into double figures in fights. Would you say, you're a completely different proposition nowadays?
I think.
Okay. Daniel just took a call from his dad on probably the smallest little phone I've seen for a long time. You hit that one well.
Yeah. Practical.
Yes. Daniel, these last 2 years, as we were just saying, how do you actually assess your development as a fighter from when you came out and knocked that first fella out of the Manchester arena to now, when you got into a firefight with Larty? You've come a long way in a short space of time.
It seems so, but it's a life's journey, and I'm still here. I'm blessed to be doing what I'm trained to do since I was a young little kid. So it's just really, I'm just thankful and glad to be doing what I love.
Difficult question for you to answer, but do you view yourself as a raw heavyweight still, or a polished one?
I think I can be either raw and polished, depending on how I feel. And I don't think I really have a set style. I go in there, and what needs to be done, I get it done. That's my real motto.
Talking of styles, do you view Nathan's as a fairly tricky style to prepare for?
No, not at all. I think 2 arms, one head, one body, and what is he going to do that I haven't seen before? Nothing. I've met all different customers, guys that call themselves tricky and everything else. So I think I'm well prepared for this fight, and definitely ready to come through it.
I think what people might say is, but he's always been deceptively quick and nimble for a biggish sort of fella. Would you go along with that?
If he's so fast, how comes he's not knocking no one out? I thought they said speed is power, so we're gonna have to wait and see. I think he, a powder puff puncher, and he shapes like he's about something, but I don't think he's really about much.
When we spoke to him at BT a little while ago, he said he was working on things in the gym which was going to enable him to come out, meet you in the middle, and have a shootout with you. Can you see that happening?
No one shoots out with me. So if he's really serious about that, let him get on with it. So I'm not really bothered about how he's going to approach this fight or whatever else he's going to try and do. So.
Would that be playing into your hands if he did that?
Yeah, definitely. Quick night's work. So yeah.
I think one thing that people might think about Nathan is that maybe he is a little bit awkward, perhaps a little bit difficult to shift. He's got a funny sort of style. That's why people might say if it goes to points, he might be fiddly enough to have outworked you. Can you see any sort of resonance in that?
No, I don't. I feel I'm a superior boxer, superior in every department to him, and I've just got to show it on the night and be focused and be hungry, just be everything. Do everything I'm good at doing, and I'll get the win.
Is this going to be one of those fights? I know it went the distance, but you against Johnson, where you came out every single round showed the stamina at a high tempo and relentlessly tried to force a stoppage. It didn't come, but you showed that stamina, you showed that intensity to actually try and do that job. Can you see it being something similar again?
No, I think with the Johnson fight beforehand and some of the things before the fight, I think, it played out the way it did, and there was no other. I was pretty naive back then, but now I'm a bit more mature, a bit more, focused on the job and being 100%, proper about what I'm doing in the ring. I don't feel that shouldn't be no drawn out fight like that one.
You think he'll go first half?
No predictions from me, but devastation.
The weekend, Daniel, the heavyweight scene, Joshua lost, Andy Ruiz. What's it done to the heavyweight picture?
I think it's great. It's good for boxing. It adds more drama than, to be honest, Joshua's fights weren't really appealing from my point of view, for excitement wise. So I think he'll come back now. He can come back if he wins the title. It's all well and good, but it's just drama and it's great for boxing.
Has it made everything feel that much closer?
Yeah, it's put the hands in another challenger, and the belts are back in America again. So it's interesting. It's good.
Daniel, thank you very much.
I'm the man to beat, Daniel Dubois.
We're going to sleep.